What's good, everybody? This is Robo from All Bark, back in another video. Today on the channel, we'll be doing another Summer League recap video, going over the games played on Sunday, which was the second day of consolation games, as well as the first day of the semifinals. As you can tell, I've been making these videos every day of the Summer League so far. Of course, I'm going to make another video for the championship game on Monday. With that being said, though, let's go ahead and get into the first game on Sunday. The first game of the day Sunday was a great one between the 76ers and the Pelicans, and the 76ers pick up the win in the highest scoring game in the Summer League behind an unbelievable performance from DJ Stewart, who I think now has done more than enough to earn a two-way contract with someone for this season. On the day, he scored 36 points and dished out 6 assists, knocking down 5 threes in the process. Javonte Smart shot the ball well also, knocking down 5 threes as well for a 23-point, 9-assist day, setting up a ton of great looks for the Sixers. Greg Brown was down as well for Philly, scoring 18 points and grabbing 9 boards and 2 blocks in the night. Lastly for Philly, Terquavion Smith had a solid game, going for 14 points and 6 assists. For the losing Pelicans, E.J. Liddell was locked in, going for 23 points on an efficient 7 for 10 from the floor, and Dyson Daniels put up a near triple-double with 12 points, 11 boards, and 8 assists. Jordan Hawkins had a good bounce-back game, scoring 16 points and swiping 4 steals in the day, as well as a big-time putback poster, and Darion Sebron scored 19 points, dished out 5 assists, and blocked 3 shots as well. Lastly for New Orleans, Landers Nolly was extremely hot off the bench, going 6 of 9 from deep en route to a 22-point game.
My phone, because I always put people's titles in there.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm. 3-point for the Pelicans. Hepa finds Hawkins, who finds the bottom of the... Sebron's doing everything.
I tell you what, he missed the shot. He's been able to sustain it, and this is part of the reasons why that young man had an interesting ebb and flow to it, right? That first quarter was...
Stewart keeps it. Stewart steps into that pass. Brockington for 3. That step back 3 is good.
Of some blockbuster deals that haven't materialized.
Field and 50% from behind the arc.
Yeah, you talked to me a few times. Tried to draw a foul there, couldn't get it.
Oh my goodness!
How about defensively?
Look at that pass. Smith by himself. Oh my goodness. Hawkins!
Used to put the Pelicans up by 2.
Smith for 3.
Who the 9 free throw shooters are, and when the situation calls for it, that's a nice
3-pointer attempt is
game clock.
They can't do that. They can't open the Red Sea.
Question.
Right.
The second game of the day was the first of 2 semifinals games, this one between the Cavs and the Nets, as this game did not disappoint. A back-and-forth matchup that was taken into overtime, with the Cleveland Cavaliers advancing to the title game tomorrow with a 102-99 win. Cleveland was led by great performances by both Isaiah Mobley and Imani Bates. Mobley scored an efficient 23 points, grabbed 7 boards, and dished out 5 assists on the offensive end, and defensively played outstanding as well, picking up 2 blocks. Imani Bates had a great night again, scoring 20 points on some elite shot efficiency, and grabbed 7 rebounds in the win. Sam Merrill also put in 19 points, but on a struggling 5 of 17 from the floor, and Craig Porter Jr. led the way as a playmaker, dishing out 7 assists along with his 12 points. For the Nets, Armani Brooks and Jalen Wilson both finished with 22 points in the day, with Brooks shooting a bit better from the floor. Wilson grabbed 11 boards and had 4 assists, while Brooks was mainly used as a scorer in this one. Kennedy Chandler struggled from the field as well, but dished out 7 assists, creating some good looks for his teammates. And Raekwon Gray nearly had a double-double, going for 12 points and 9 boards in the loss. Lastly for Brooklyn, Matt Lewis was hot off the bench again, scoring 14 points in just 8 shot attempts.
Tough pass and 1.
That guy J.J. Redick.
Him too. Yeah. Porter inside, pardon me.
When you get to go back to Miami.
Yeah. Porter, a little empty corner 2-man game with Mobley. 15-footer. Brooks drive and kick, 1 more to the corner. 3. Nance steps behind the line. Cavaliers all white jerseys on the glass. Merrill with a great pass cross court. Fun in here to start the period. Looks like they got a nice look out of it.
Good luck getting drafted in the first round. It's just not something that happens now.
Here comes Porter. Merrill, that's not the guy you want to. Glad you tapped in for the first of 2 semifinals today. Mobley for 3. Staggered screens there and deep three on the way.
Just a solid afternoon overall for him.
Mobley saw the mismatch. Quick three, whistle, and a 4-point play. Miller was crowding Merrill. One more, Bates. Three ball, pure. Gray switches on to Porter. Porter, oh, he slammed on the brakes. Brooks on the catch for the tie. Got it! Team him. Doesn't matter. Mobley missing the jump hook. Travers with a tip.
Closer to the basket.
Well, they got a man open, and that's 6. Brooks. Got it! Downhill, cut off by Gray. Got to a spot. It's over!
The next game was another great one between the Detroit Pistons and Indiana Pacers, although it was without both top 5 picks as Asar Thompson and Jarris Walker sat this one out. It was a bit of a slow start for both teams, but the Pistons picked up the win 100-85 thanks to arguably the best offensive performance of the summer, with a Vegas Summer League leading mark of 40 points out of Marcus Sasser, including 5 3-pointers made and just some disgusting one-on-one action. These type of games are the reason why Troy Weaver felt the need to move up in the draft to ensure the pick, as Marcus was also very strong defensively as well. Sasser also dished out 5 steals and picked up a block and a steal on the day. The next leading scorer was Stanley Umude, who finished with 13 points and 9 boards in the game. For the Pacers, Isaiah Wong led the way with 24 points and 3 assists in just 21 minutes of play, and Ben Shepherd scored on 12 points on a fairly efficient game, going 5 of 11 from the field. Oscar Tshiebwe kicked in 7 points, 6 boards, and 2 blocks for Indiana in just 15 minutes of play at the center spot. And other than that, there really was not much going down for Indiana or Detroit in this one. It was kind of an ugly first half, and not many guys were going off other than Sasser and a couple guys on Indiana.
Wong, deep three, it's good. All right,
Surveying whether or not a few of these guys will be a part of really Troy Weaver. They've done a good job this past off season.
Yeah.
They made
Oh, I like it. I like it though.
Tshiebwe keeps it alive again.
Knocks down the 3 for the Pacers. Sasser stops, pops on the base. Oh, a Godfather offer, like an offer you can't refuse.
Well,
and I mean,
you saw the contract.
In a good way.
Pretty much was.
Sasser, why not? Pacers are shooting 13.6%.
So a lot of good pieces for that group to maybe try and take us next year.
Which is awesome for the fans.
Yeah, it is. You might want to run down and try to give them a hand.
Get it.
That is. And the Pistons got Sasser back into the game as well.
Okay with the sky hook. I mean, excuse me, 10-point differential, less than 2 minutes to go. Snatch back is good.
95 they've been able to put on the board in part because of that. Oh, that was in Utah. Okay.
Sasser again, and he finishes it.
The next game was a second semifinal matchup, this one between the Utah Jazz and the Houston Rockets, with the Rockets getting the win 115-101 thanks to another great game out of Cam Whitmore, as he scored 25 points and picked up 2 blocks and a steal in the night. Nate Hinton was incredible this game, scoring a game-high 27 points for Houston. He picked up 5 steals on the defensive end as well. Trevor Hudgens was locked in again, scoring 16 points and dishing out a game-high 9 assists on the night. And Fletcher McGee went a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw stripe for a total night of 21 points. Last guy I have to mention is Jermaine Samuels, who had a pretty strong summer all the way, and that continued with a 13-point, 10-rebound, 5-assist double-double, where he was doing it all for Houston in this game. For Utah, 3 20-point scores in the night between Colby Ross, Micah Potter, and Keshawn Justice, all scoring 20, although all 3 had some struggles knocking it down from distance, which hurt Utah on this one. Potter finished with a double-double, grabbing 12 boards in the night as well. Colby Ross was very well balanced, dropping in 6 assists and 6 boards in addition to those 20 points I mentioned, although it resulted in a loss. Lastly for Utah, Tavion Kinsey was again solid, finishing with 14 points and 5 assists on the night. And Nick Njenda grabbed a double-double with 12 points, 11 boards, and 2 blocks in the night.
Had a good look that time, couldn't cash out. Here's Hinton. Hudgens catch and shoot 3, up top. Got a mismatch. Whitmore drives the catch and slams it home. 10-point lead for Houston. Daniels fakes the handoff, slips. Courage.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Or you're just crazy if you. And Hinton up to 20 now. Whistle and 1. Base. George?
Yeah, Nate Hinton has had a cup of coffee in the NBA. Wow, what a great circus shot.
Hudgens on the move. Got by Clark. McGee hustling to get it back. Nice touch pass. Here's Ross. Impressive follow.
Went and bought Michael Jordan's steak in the Charlotte Hornets.
Hudgens with the outlet, serving. Staring down Ross for the 3-ball.
His lower body.
Okay.
Jamal Crawford jumps forward a little. So worried about, he doesn't jump as much forward, but everybody's just so worried about getting to, and he hasn't made one yet when he does it.
Is it too much thumb? Or
yeah.
Is that what it is? Whitmore downhill hard, and he turned it over. Kinsey flying down court, launching. Angenda. Hudgens whips it to the corner. Here's a 3.
The next game of the night was between the Spurs and the Thunder, with San Antonio picking up their final win of the Summer League, 98-94. 23 points in the night from Eric Stevenson led the way, but although it came in a 7 for 23 shooting night, Javonte McCoy was probably the best performer shooting it well for 18 points, 6 boards, and 4 assists. And my guy Charles Bediako out of Alabama picked up a double-double with 17 points and 11 rebounds on the night. Sidy Cissoko played really well in this game on both ends of the floor finally, blocking 2 shots with some great defense and then scored 10 points and dished out 6 assists as well. Strong game out of him that's definitely encouraging to see. Serge Rice played well off the bench, scoring 13 points and grabbing 4 steals in the win. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was Jared Butler's night as he scored 31 points as well as 3 steals across his 29 minutes, hitting from everywhere on the floor. Keontae Johnson looked like a player as well for OKC, scoring 11 points with some solid defensive instincts being shown in this game. It was a struggle night offensively for Ousmane Dieng, but he was able to pick up 6 assists with his shot not falling in the game. I thought Ty Washington looked pretty solid as well in this game, scoring 8 points in just 19 minutes. Cason Wallace shot well from deep, but couldn't get it going too much on the night, scoring just 13 points. But we saw the two-way ability with 3 steals and a block in this game as well.
With his wingspan, he's got to be.
So that one for Wallace, couldn't connect. Sissoko at the rim. Luck with second-round picks.
They have. You think?
A little bit of a diamond in the rough, yeah.
Remember now, people don't crack
You're kind of rubbing off on me a little bit.
Hey, that's one trait that you don't. I would put here a lift.
No way. There's no way.
Old school players.
You
can't short him an inch. Come on.
He has platform shoes.
How tall do you think I am?
5, 4.5. 5.
Approaching the 1-minute mark here in the third period. Dang at the rim.
Was out of the splash zone.
Rice gets it back.
Our plan for your livelihood.
Stevenson sitting down right now, but
the next night, you were going to have 10 because teammates weren't going to pass the ball. Oh, absolutely.
There was something that I read in their notes, and it was like on a recent podcast, Pat Beverly.
Just keep a nice pocket pass.
Butler with some range. McCoy left alone, deep 3.
Ooh. As great as Butler has played, his last 2 plays have not been very good.
The Miami Heat picked up a blowout win over the Trailblazers with a huge third-quarter run, leading to a final score of 104-78. Yet again, it was Orlando Robinson dropping a huge 27-point, 9-rebound, 6-assist game that also included 3 steals and a block as well. Jamal Cain was his duo mate this game, scoring 15 points in an efficient night, as well as Alondace Williams scoring 14 points the same way. Less efficient game out of Drew Smith, but 16 points and 3 steals in the night and a blowout win for him. Portland was led by Duop Reese, 18 points off the bench, as well as 6 boards and 2 blocks for him. Michael DeVoe had yet another good game on the offensive end, scoring 16 points and dishing out 5 assists in the night. Chris Murray got involved finally with 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 steals in the night. And we got to see more out of Ryan Rupert in this game as he scored 6 points as well, although I wish he was a bit more aggressive this summer. Not much else out of Portland in this one as they got blown out by Miami and didn't see much fall on the loss.
Flight to catch tonight. Never mind. The team, and I think he's more than capable of getting that done. He's going to have more than enough opportunities to be able to be a 15, 20 shot per game guy. Oh, Scoot's parents own a gym in Atlanta. He's a gym rat, one of the guys that you have to kick out of the had older players to learn from, which allowed him to be that great leader moving forward.
Change over the course of your NBA career?
No, it got worse because I had money.
What a weekend here.
Look.
What a weekend here in Vegas, though.
I like it, Karan.
From a perimeter standpoint. Correct. Working the pick and roll. Kane with the jump. And Robinson with the board.
Nice
Up ahead.
ahead.
Kane. It's showtime.
Yes, you heard me say it. Uh-oh, another one.
Wait a minute.
What you
Another
gonna do with
breakout. Robinson with that.
Oh, find the big fella. Now, what he's been about over his time since being a part of the Miami Heat organization.
Left open for three. Robinson. 8-7. How does Portland respond here in this fourth? Alondes Williams from dead on. Not
Not playing against you multiple times a year. You want him in the East as far away and move on. When Dame goes into the Hall of Fame, he's a Hall of Fame basketball player. Triple zeros at the end of this fourth quarter.
into the corner.
Young man who was the Gatorade Player of the Year as a sophomore in high school. Dry erase board. Let's even go there.
Nice dump on McCoy.
It's the younger brother of Chauncey, a.k.a. Stick, who used to show me my ball handling moves back in the day.
Okay. There's the steal. McCoy with the outlet pass. Chase off DG. Ho-ho!
The Dallas Mavericks took down the Atlanta Hawks in blowout fashion Sunday, 101-80, behind a 22-point night from Jelly Walker off the bench, who has just been one of the most electric players in all of Summer League. Brandon Randolph dropped in 20 points for Dallas as well in this one, and Mike Miles almost put up a double-double, going for 12 points and 8 assists on the night. Omax Prosper contributed with solid defense as usual, as well as 11 points and 5 boards on the game, and Derek Lively chipped in with 10 and 6 on the night. The Atlanta Hawks were led by a really solid performance from Kobe Buffkin, scoring 18 points and picking up a steal and a block as well, although he didn't finish the game as efficient as he liked. Tyson Etienne provided a bench spark with 14 points off the bench and 13 minutes of action, but the Hawks as a team just really struggled to shoot the ball, going for a 35% night as well as just 7 for 42 from deep, by far the biggest reason for the blowout loss. Mohamed Gay looked solid on the bright side of things though, picking up 7 points and a pair of blocks in the loss.
He'll get it back. I'll leave it in my wheel.
And according to you, Miller just
Gotta finish
with
it.
the rock.
Ooh.
And does.
Amir Dokev's a new coach is trying to build some culture.
I like it.
Yeah.
Martin.
I'm glad I
out
came
top.
up with that.
I'm glad.
Remind you.
Play-wise, looks like coaches with Tony Lang with the Hawks and Jared Dudley. The night. Buffkin working his way to the rim. It's the point.
Not play with Washington State.
I know, it kind of creeps up on you.
It does. Don't it? Oh. Yes. Yes.
And you're so happy about it, too.
Yes. They deserve it. Yeah.
14 points.
He is hooping.
6 for 11 as Derek Lively. I think his head took a hit, too, so.
I think his pride took more of a hit. Oh, use the hesitation dribble to let me get set. If you go too fast and there's defense.
Shooting 37% from the field. Triple. Prosper back in the game after taking a long. Brady Manic stops. Something he did very well in UNC was let it fly.
It's amazing. I just come from Europe, full of confidence. We're playing, getting ready to play San.
I love it. It was something really cool, even seeing him in those championships.
Oh!
Bucket of the day. Walker again.
Oh, okay, I was about to, hey, again, I'm starting to question you. Oh, look at Walker.
That's again. High floater. Yeah. Wow. Manic. That's the bottom.
The Los Angeles Lakers took down the Los Angeles Clippers in dramatic, questionable fashion in the final game of the night, 104-103 on a game-winning inbounds foul call. Demoy Hodge was unbelievably hot from deep, knocking down 7 threes in the night, leading to a 23-point 5-steal game, putting in work on both ends of the floor. LJ Figueroa, who had the big-time poster yesterday, followed with 23 as well off the bench, going 10 of 13 from the floor. Colin Castleton had a big game, going for 13 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists on the night. And Cole Swider kept the hot shooting alive, knocking down 5 threes en route to a 21-point night as well. For the Clippers, Xavier Moon led the way, as usual, for 21 points, but he also dished out a game-high 10 assists in the night, and his backcourt partner Jason Preston chipped in with just 10 points and 6 assists of his own. Broderick Thomas had been hot off the bench all summer, and he scored another 12 in this one, going 5 for 8 from the field. Just 5 minutes in the night for Kobe Brown, but he knocked down 2 of his 3 3-point attempts for his 6 points.
Will rise up from deep. Defensively, nice find there.
Williams gathers himself. That clock turned off. Under 10 seconds to play here in this first half. Lakers take a quick shot, and it goes.
Able to guard her in practice.
Okay.
Is she talking trash to you? With their NBA team, so I'm sure that's something that with the Lakers they would love to be able to get.
Spider-Man, he's getting all the attention now.
Ooh, I like that, Spider-Man. That might be Cole's new nickname.
Clippers got the steal.
Oh, that's good.
From the same spot.
You count that hotline. When you get this hot, the scouting report says give him no space, no help.
Throw. Bowden, the high archer. Kalea Jones.
Kobe Brown got it started for the Clippers. They got
throws it up.
Program. PG Elite is Paul George's AAU program.
Batted around. Hodge with the steal. The outlet pass to Figueroa. Gets around that screen there. Thomas, the tough and one.
Lighting it up. Now guarding each other. Uh-oh, he's hot.
Step back, straight on.
Out and executes to perfection and gets a bucket.
Up top. There's Hodge. He stays hot. There's Wallace from the corner. Inbound. It's to Morgan for the tie. Ah! Ball is touched, and that'll be it.
Maybe the best day of basketball offensively this summer on Sunday, as we saw the majority of teams reach the 100-point mark and beyond, including some huge performances out of guys who hadn't yet broken out this summer. Tomorrow's the Summer League Championship game between the Rockets and the Cavs, as both won tonight. Both are entering the game undefeated on the summer. As I said last video, I'll also include the all Summer League teams in that video for you guys to see, so stay tuned on that video, of course. Other than that, though, that's going to be it for this Summer League recap video, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.